Hey, I'm Evan Walsh with the Walsh Team at William Raveis Real Estate, and this is your real estate reality check, where we get brutally honest about real estate so you can stop guessing and start winning. Today's episode is for home sellers. If you're thinking about putting your place on the market in 2025, here are some reality checks that will save you serious money and stress. Let's start with the first one, and it's a big one. You don't lose money when you sell, you lose it the moment you price it too high. Everybody thinks, hey, let's start high and then we can always come down. Well, that's like walking into a job interview and demanding double the salary. You've already lost the room before the conversation even starts. Buyers aren't guessing, they're scrolling. When you overprice, you disappear from their search filters. By the time you drop the price, they've already moved on and bought somewhere else. The first 10 days on the market is your Super Bowl. That's when excitement is the highest and algorithms push you the hardest. When we list a home, we don't price it to test the market. We price it to create the market. That's how bidding wars start. I've seen sellers chase the market down for months and months and end up taking far less than they would have if they had been aggressive from day one. Overpricing doesn't give you leverage. It drains your momentum. So now let's talk about what happens when your price is right, but your presentation isn't. Buyers don't buy walls and windows, they buy feelings. People tell me buyers will see past the clutter. Well, no, they won't. They're swiping through listings on their phones. Your home has about 3 seconds to earn a click. Presentation is psychology. It's how we make buyers feel calm, confident, and a little bit obsessed. Lighting, layout, scent, it all adds up. I've had homes jump $50,000 in perceived value after a simple restaging and new photos. Why? Because emotion sells. If you want top dollar, you have to make your home look like it already deserves it. Now let's talk about the timing mirage, the idea that you can somehow pick the perfect moment to sell. Perfect timing doesn't exist. Strategy does. And every seller asks, when's the best time to go on the market? Here's the truth. The best time is when the market favors your type of property. I've seen people hold off because they heard rates may drop. When they finally did, buyer demand exploded, but so did the competition. They lost their edge. Instead of trying to predict headlines, we read local momentum, inventory levels, showing volume, and pending sales. That's how we pick launch dates and create competition. You don't time the market, you outsmart it with data and discipline. Now let's address a myth I hear all the time, especially in the high-end space. Luxury homes don't sell themselves, they need a campaign. Some owners think it's a $2 million home, somebody will buy it. That's not how it works. High-end buyers expect a story. They notice everything: photography, copy, tone, music, lighting. They're not just buying a house, they're buying a lifestyle. When we launch a luxury listing, we treat it like a brand rollout. There's strategy behind every angle, every line of copy. The difference between listed and sold at this level is attention to detail. Luxury isn't a mindset, not a price point. Every home deserves to be marketed like a brand. So what's the takeaway from all of this? Homes don't sell themselves, they're sold through positioning, presentation, and partnership. Sellers who treat this like a business transaction and not an emotional one will always win. So if you're thinking about selling in 2025 or 26, your reality check is here. Make plans that make you money, not mistakes. I'm Evan Walsh, and this has been Reality Check, the Seller's Edition. I'll see you next week for the buyer's side of the story.